Good morning. This is Desiree, founder of An Empowered Woman and Let's Talk Success. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Rupa Dash, who's the co-founder of World Women's Foundation. Good morning, Rupa. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. How are you doing? You look very beautiful,
And
Desiree.
so do you. Thank you very much for the world traveler that you are.
Yes.
So just tell us, our audience, where you've been in the last couple of months. You've been from country to country. Share that with us.
Well, with World Women Foundation, as you know, that we are operating in 5 countries right now, and some of the countries are pretty much very essential for us to be there, like Yemen, Kenya, where the women's rights are still needs to be advocated and educated. People don't even know what their rights are. So we were in these countries, and specifically, I was in India because. In India, we have about like at 30% of our population, we are women, and most of them are between the age of 18 to 35. We are a pretty young country. And having said that, we need more thought leaders, role models who can advocate for a better generation of women.
Well, you're also in Europe. Weren't you in Paris or in Europe as
Yes,
well?
yes, that was specifically for my entertainment business. That had nothing to do with the Women Foundation.
Okay.
But it was a pleasant trip. Yeah.
So World Women Foundation, it sounds really exciting. What you said, 5 countries. I've heard India. What other countries are you?
We are in Indonesia, we are in Sri Lanka, we are in Yemen, and in Kenya.
Fantastic. So tell me what your mission is.
Well, our mission is to celebrate everyday women and getting their voices out on a global platform. And that's our mission. Our mission is also to educate 1 million women by 2020. So we are collaborating with a lot of startup companies, with a lot of educational institutes all over the world, universities, to bring a lot of women leadership in the countries where the gender equality is still not at par.
That's very powerful. And the fact that you mentioned collaboration, because collaboration is the key right now as far as being able to utilize all of our resources, all of our contacts, and all of our women feel united. And I think that's something that women do really well is unite with each other and then collaborate, unite. So I thank you so much for even bringing your organization to Let's Talk Success,
Yes.
because our goal is to provide more positive images of successful women to women entrepreneurs and professionals worldwide. We feel that there's a lot of programming on television, but not necessarily positive or representing the true warriors that are out there, the women, the millionaires next door, that are actually creating from scratch their businesses and not only accomplishing their personal goals, but bringing something to our communities and to the world. And that's our mission, is to be able to provide positive programming for women professionals and entrepreneurs worldwide. And I thank you so much for bringing your community into it. So tell me why you find
Why?
it important.
Yeah, I have to. There is a little bit of background why I wanted the World Women Foundation, the community, to know about Desiree the work and also about Let's Talk Success. It's because I relocated to United States in 2012, and I was watching you, quietly and silently, and seeing the kind of powerful community you have brought together in a cluttered market like Los Angeles, and it was all about helping each other out. And whenever I went for your events or your workshops or your seminars, it was always about giving and sharing, which is why I think it's an essential element for women to be in part of those environment, which is why, and of course, Let's Talk Success is a magazine which I enjoy reading a lot, and I was part of your first issue as well.
I don't know if our internet got disconnected, but I see you. I can still see you. So keep talking and maybe it'll pick up. The internet connection will pick it back up. I see Rupa. No, so she's what she's referring to. Oh, I just saw she dropped. She'll probably come back on in a moment. What she's referring to is Let's Talk Success. It's a digital magazine where we spotlight women who've achieved the seven-figure mark as they share their stories, their challenges, their victories, and their secrets to success. And the reason why is that we do a video, and the video is modeled after the lifestyles of the rich and famous, where we go into their homes and we, Rupa is coming back on. There you are.
So do you want me to start again?
Yes, let's continue.
Okay, so you don't want me to ask, do you want to ask the question again or?
Yes. So you were sharing with us about like why you think it feels important to be able to add this or be able to share Let's Talk Success with your community.
Sure. Well, I mean, there is a little bit of background before I start why I thought the World Women Foundation community should know more about you and also about Let's Talk Success. It's because in 2012 I relocated to Los Angeles. You invited me to a couple of your events, and I really liked the energy. It was all about giving, sharing. It was a very collaborative environment, and I learned a lot. I met some very inspirational people, especially women, and I realized that there is so much to learn, and you were offering a lot to women out there, and that was like just next to my office. I mean, it wasn't very far. I didn't have to go anywhere to find those powerful women. So when I started World Women Foundation, and you were always there in my mind, and I was reading your Let's Talk Success magazine, and I realized it had so much of positive content. And most importantly, you are spotlighting everyday women heroes. I mean, they are ordinary women like us and have extraordinary stories, have extraordinary things to share with us. And why not to bring it to the World Women Foundation platform? Because let's talk success. The magazine itself is going to bring phenomenal changes for women all around the world. It will serve as an inspiration, I think so.
I agree, and that is definitely our intention, is to make sure that people see how, not necessarily how easy it is, but see how possible it is for those of us who think that maybe it's impossible to reach our goals, especially following our paths. But more importantly, to hear about the stories and the challenges and the victories and the secrets to success. Because that there's a journey, and we all going to know that we're going to have to embrace that along the way. But the good news is that we have friends, we have family, we have collaboration, partners that we can kind of work with and be able to do it. So you've been, and also like define success. I want to make sure that everybody knows that everybody's successful at one point in their life. Whether it's a business, whether it's a family, whether it's be over themselves, everyone experiences success. But being able to talk about it and be able to share it is really, really powerful. And just to remind yourself that you are successful in your world. Give us a couple of tips on what has made your business. You've been very successful, Rupa, in being able to start and expand your businesses. Tell us some of the keys that you found to be successful. Maybe some of the disciplines or resources or referrals that you use.
I think the most important thing, I've been in school all my life. I mean, I'm still in school. I mean, I always love going to school. However, I realized it's not the knowledge, but the application of knowledge is what makes you successful. And I think it's valuable for us to understand the power of now. I mean, sometimes you do not have knowledge, but the power of now itself is the key to your success, and saying yes to it.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you so much for your support. I want to thank you for taking our message and expanding it even further worldwide. I want to thank you for saying yes to being an active. And actually, you have started so many projects, and you're also involved in different projects, so you truly embrace that women's community, and for just traveling around the world and just doing everything that's possible to make it work. So I want to thank you and honor you and congratulate you for being one of our successful women. So I want to thank our listeners. How can people contact you and find out more about World Women Foundation?
where you can just go to www.worldwomenfoundation.com and you can find all the information. And of course, I would also invite our community to reach out to Let's Talk Success magazine, which is one of my favorites. And I would love you to talk us a little bit how people can read and have more access to the content, the phenomenal content that you provide.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And I want to thank our viewers today. And until we meet again, stay empowered.
Thank you. Thank you.